WTIM, your information station. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to the sponsors that make it all possible. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. Today, we're speaking with Yolanda Morocco on the Task Force of Missions for Taylorville. People assisting homeowners in need by giving a helping hand. How are you today, Yolanda?
I'm fine, thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for coming in today and speaking on this great task force and initiative of Missions for Taylorville. So let's just kind of start off. What is Missions for Taylorville? What do you guys do over there?
We're a group of people that have come together to help our community. Instead of going out in the country or another state to do mission work, we're going to be doing it here in Taylorville. And we do work such as carpentry, painting, yard work, washing windows, cleaning gutters, and all kinds of miscellaneous.
Amazing. I mean, just so many things that you guys get involved with right there. And when we're thinking about people in the community that might need these services, we're often speaking of people that might have a disability, might be a little bit older, and oftentimes might have a little bit trouble with the funds to get these projects done. So speak a little bit on that.
We go out, we get applications that people pick up, they fill them out,
okay, and
then they have to be back in by May the 13th, which is a Monday. We can go and we go through them, get them lined up. And then we have volunteers that will go out, and that work date is June the 1st.
Okay. And
it starts at 8, ends at 4. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. It's just not disabilities and the older, there's youngers that they just need help. They just don't have anyone.
Yeah. It could surprise you who might need the help, but absolutely these applications. Okay, so now we're learning a little bit about the process here. So applications are going to need to be submitted by a certain date. It looks like it's May 13th, 2024 right here. You said that's a Monday. Perfect. Or actually, no, excuse me, Saturday. It looks like it's May 13th on Saturday. So once those are in, the Missions for Taylorville now, it's going to get together and start work by June 1st.
We do. We go through them, get them organized, and then we have papers that we put up on the wall, and we go through and put down which work is needed, and then sometimes you can have 3 or 4 or even more that need the same thing.
Okay, it's probably
we divvy it out.
Sure, there's probably some strategy to lining those up, I'm sure.
There is lots to it.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, I mean, there's just such a wide range of these services offered, from carpentry to painting, all of these different services right there. So, of course, we want to send out the feelers today for volunteers. People are needed for this operation.
We are. That's one of the foremost things that we need is volunteers.
Okay.
And it can be a group of people. It could be church people. It can be youth groups, as long as there are leaders with them. Yeah. Just call us and we'll get you set up.
Sure. We kind of wanted to focus on the fact that it doesn't need to be a ministry that you're with, a group or some sort of faith-based organization. You can be with the Boy Scouts. You can be with some sort of high school group with, of course, some sort of adult leader.
Businesses.
There. Yeah, businesses. So,
make it a challenge.
Of course. Yeah, this could be a fun thing for people to get involved with groups and individuals out there. So that is really awesome. How about qualifications? Do you need to be good at anything to work with Missions for Taylorville?
We just we'll get you fixed up.
Yeah, perfect.
It goes according to your abilities. We have a application form for volunteers that they can also get.
Perfect.
And they can call at 217-824-8181. That is the Davis Memorial Christian Church. That's where we work out of before.
Okay.
And she can give you any information. We are also on Facebook. We are also have an email address, which is missionsfortaylorville@gmail.com, all small letters.
Yeah.
And they can take care of you. And again, 217-824-8181.
Perfect. Very important to get those out there, because there's application forms for the work that needs to be done and for volunteers that want to get this work done.
Correct.
Perfect. All right. So we're laying all this out right now with Yolanda Morocco. She's on the task force with Missions for Taylorville. You guys kind of travel around and you guys kind of do these services for places throughout the community, but you've been around since 2009.
I haven't. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I did. I got started that way, but then I dropped out and I've come back.
Okay. And talk to me just about the start in 2009. Was it where it was today, or did it get started a little bit slower?
There was a lady named Chris Wilson, and she had a vision. And this was the vision was to have a mission project that would be here in our community instead of traveling to another state or country. Her vision was to have people to help people in their own community, our community. And just like that, her dream, now known as Missions for Taylorville, became a reality. A task force of planning committee was formed, and the first workday was held on June of 2010.
Amazing. That first work day right there, but a lot of happy people out there, and just the start of a great initiative. Now we're here in 2024, putting the feelers back out for a new year of work. Is it kind of on a yearly cycle like that?
Yeah, it also has went from 1 day to 2 days.
Okay.
We do one in the spring, and hopefully we can do one in the fall.
Okay, and that's a very, very busy day out there. And
Very.
How many people have you been able to garner up in the past? Has this been attended?
Close to 100 or more, maybe.
It's really, really amazing.
And then we have them where they start the projects before we actually start our work day.
You were mentioning that even the date before you guys said you would start, maybe if the groups were feeling a little bit antsy, they would get out.
They even go out like now.
Wow. If they know what kind of work needs to be done.
Yes, and they have the group that can do it.
Just getting a jump start on it. But the actual date for the work for Missions for Taylorville, that's June 1st?
June 1st is our actual work date,
Okay.
8 to 4. Yeah. We start from the Calvary Baptist Church. You come and get your instruction in your workplace. There's a little breakfast, and later on you can come and get a meal.
Wow.
And we do supply water if need be, but it wouldn't hurt to take your own either.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you get your assignment over there and then you set off for your work day. It sounds like seems like a very, very awesome thing.
And you can work in the mornings, or you can work in the afternoons, or if you can work all day.
Absolutely. Whatever you got in the energy tank there, that's going to be really awesome. A lot of people out there, I'm sure, are fueled by this volunteer work and helping out people that wouldn't be able to have this work done without Missions for Taylorville. Do you see that year after year of this, and people just so thankful for the work you guys do?
Yes, they even send us thank you notes, or some people decide they want to donate money to it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like Mom did, she would buy the paint or whatever just to have it done.
Absolutely. And it's great to hear the people in the community getting involved with this. I'm starting to think about all the groups that might be able to get involved. I remember a tornado cleanup day that happened in this town, and even folks like the athletes from Taylorville High School were getting involved in the cleanup and all types of businesses.
That was overwhelming.
It really was. But it was a day where we saw the community come together.
Yes,
I'm feeling like this Missions for Taylorville is another one of those.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really did.
Awesome. Before we take our first break here, Yolanda, I would like you to read off the places people can go to find the application for volunteering and for work on their home.
We're on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Missions for Taylorville. Our email is missionsfortaylorville@gmail.com. And the phone, 217-824-8181.
Perfect. Thank you for reading that off right there. We're set to take ourselves a short time out, but we're speaking with Yolanda Morocco. She's on the task force of Missions for Taylorville. The applications are due by Saturday, May 13th to be a volunteer or to have some work done. This has been WTIM Morning Show right here on WTIM, your information station. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Your information station, WTIM. Radio gets results.
Miller Media Group Advertising works for Taylorville Estates. Here's Administrator Tony Clark.
In the past year, we have doubled our census. So that's been impacted mainly by the radio advertising. That is where we do the majority of our advertising, and our census definitely shows that it works. They lead us in the right direction for the season changing, and they anticipate our upcoming needs before we even have to tell them what they are. We've had consistent growth over the past 12 months. Like I said, we've doubled in our census, and that's been the first time in 43 months since prior to COVID that we've gotten to where now we have a waiting list for people to come. So advertising on the radio really does have an impact.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Maybe you have your eye on a new boat or camper. At TCCU, we can help you with all of these. We offer low interest rates and generous payback periods. At TCCU, we pride ourselves in providing excellent service and personal attention. So if you are looking to make a new purchase, give TCCU a chance to earn your business. We are conveniently located in Taylorville, Hillsborough, Litchfield, and Pana. You can also find us online at tccu.org. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Give you and your family the nutrition they need for all your spring activities with Blue Ribbon farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products. Prairie Farms low-fat and no-fat milk are great thirst quenchers anytime. For a low-fat or no-fat snack or salad, try Prairie Farms low-fat and no-fat cottage cheese or Prairie Farms yogurt, which comes in several delicious flavors. And try the new Prairie Farms original cream cheese. Get the nutrition you need with farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products.
It's time to purchase or renew your 2-year golf membership at one of the area's most popular courses, Lakeshore Golf Course, just south of Taylorville. Manager Jason Boldig here, reminding you that this 2-year membership includes unlimited greens fees to all 4 of our courses for 2 years. The courses include Lakeshore Golf Course, the Oaks Golf Course, Meadowview Golf Course, and Timberlake Golf Course. The best part is the price, just $278 for 2 years and much more. Get to Lakeshore Golf Course south of Taylorville now to renew or purchase your 2-year golf membership and get in the swing.
This is Jenny Turvey, manager of Rolling Meadows Senior Living in Taylorville. To learn more about our apartments, click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Jansen's Heating and Air is the home of Dr. Comfort, focusing on customer care for heating and air conditioning across Central Illinois for some 35 years. Find out their services, specials, and coupons by clicking their icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to WTIM, your information station. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to the sponsors, Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. We're speaking with Yolanda Morocco. She's on the task force for missions for Taylorville. Their mission is people assisting homeowners in need by giving a helping hand. We've been learning all about Missions for Taylorville and their great initiative that's getting started there on June 1st, but applications must be submitted for either volunteer work or having some work done on your home by May 13th. Of 2024. Ms. Yolanda Morocco, let's speak a little bit more about joining this task force, because I'm sure if anyone hearing this right now wants to be involved, there's a meeting they can go to learn more.
We have one scheduled for April the 22nd at 6 p.m. at Davis Memorial Christian Church, and that's at 1500 West Franklin.
Perfect. What kind of things do you guys dive into at these meetings?
We discussed what we're going to be doing, how we're going to get things out to people, like our informational packet, applications, just the whole gambit.
Absolutely.
From start to finish.
Absolutely. And if people want to find the application and the volunteer application and for getting services done, you can find it online, or should you be waiting for the packet?
You can go to Facebook at facebook.com/Missions for Taylorville. You can contact us at missionsfortaylorville@gmail.com. That's all small letters. And the last 217-824-8181. There'll be a person there that can take your call and get you some information out, because they could send out the volunteer list or application and application to have work done.
Awesome. Many easy ways to get involved there and to get your hands on one of these applications.
You either mail it back or you can drop it off.
Okay, easy. And you're dropping that off back at the Davis Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, let's talk a little bit about homeowner qualifications, because we want to know who can be involved in getting these services done.
We don't ask the financial status for those applying. We just simply give assistance to any homeowner that applies, so long as we have the volunteers to complete the task. There may be some that we can't touch.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, there's some big projects out there, but you guys do have a lot of services you do offer. So let's just talk a little bit about some of those major repairs. And when you're speaking on, when you talk about carpentry and you talk about painting, some of those can be huge jobs, but what are you looking at when you look at major repairs?
We strive to involve the local contractors to donate their time and talents for the job. There are outside our volunteer skill set.
Yeah, it's believable because all the volunteers, they're not going to have the same amount of knowledge as a contractor out there or someone that works in construction like that. But these people are donating their time, it sounds like, these professional contractors.
Right.
Okay. Wow. So, I mean, you got to have them involved in order for these bigger repairs.
Yes.
What are some of the bigger repairs that have been done for Missions for Taylorville?
They've had wheelchair ramps,
Wow.
some rock out into the yard,
Yeah.
some concrete. No, I don't think we do concrete work. Just there's a whole bunch of stuff that we do.
You named a big one right there with wheelchair ramps.
Right.
It's a small addition to the home, but it's a lot of work to do. And of
Right.
course, people with disabilities are going to need that done. It's an expensive job, and it's one that Missions for Taylorville can do.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, very cool. We're speaking right now with Yolanda Morocco. She's on the task force for Missions for Taylorville, learning about some of the more major repairs and some homeowner qualifications there. Talk to me a little bit about donations. How are donations used?
Well, it's 100% of each donation goes to complete homeowner projects. Mission for Taylorville is 100% volunteer-led organization. Each person involved donates all of their time and talent to be a blessing to others. Missions for Taylorville is a 501c3, and all donations given are tax deductible.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is all very good information to know right there. Do you have anything to expand on?
And it's what I want to say. It doesn't just is limited to people. It can be businesses.
Yes.
That can donate and make it grow.
Yeah. It's great to remember things like that. Think about like the maybe people have an off day at the hospital that work at the hospital. That's a group that can come in, or local restaurants that can get a group of people involved.
Maybe put out and then they can put out a jar and say Missions for Taylorville and collect.
Yeah, absolutely.
That could be any business.
Sure, totally.
Or like the schools, maybe they could do something like that.
Yeah.
Pennies.
Yeah. You mentioned that some of these donations, they could be used to buy the paint that's needed.
Oh, yes.
What other kind of things are donations used to buy?
Whatever,
Nails.
just the gambit.
Wow. Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything needed to complete these various number of projects here with Missions for Taylorville. We're in our last couple of minutes here, Yolanda, so we want to get out all the pertinent information that we might need. So let's revisit a few here. When is the due date for these applications? When does
May the 13th.
All right. May the 13th.
I think that's a Monday.
Yeah, Monday. I see Saturday right here. We can take a look. But yes, May 13th is the date that we're going to be sending out there. And then, it's either you can be mailing them in or you can drop them off.
They can drop them off.
Perfect.
Yes, they can drop them off at Davis Memorial Christian Church at 1500 West Franklin.
Perfect. All right. That is easy enough right there. And yes, this Missions for Taylorville, they're going to go out. June 1st is the day of work, and there's 2 days this year.
No, just one.
Just 1 day. Okay.
And then we do maybe one in the fall.
It's 2 days throughout the year. Okay, 1 day for the summer session. I love it. All right, all sounding like good things here for Missions for Taylorville. And in our last minute now, Yolanda, one more time with the email, Facebook, phone number, please.
Okay, Facebook is facebook.com/Missions for Taylorville, and to contact us on email is missionsfortaylorville@gmail.com, and you can call 217-824-8181.
Perfect. Yolanda, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That was Yolanda Morocco. She's on the task force for Missions for Taylorville. Those applications are due by May 13th. So get those filled out and visit Facebook Missions for Taylorville for all of the information, application forms for volunteers, and for people out there that want these great services done. Missions for Taylorville is people assisting homeowners in need by giving them a helping hand. What a great informative conversation it was with Yolanda Morocco on the task force of Missions for Taylorville. This has been the WTIM morning show right here on WTIM, your information station. Thanks so much to the sponsors that make it possible. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. You are listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station.